Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am out in the garage and I am actually going to do a freestyle build today, you guys. I am in need of a lumber cart to go in my garage. As you can see behind me there, I have tons of spare lumber and it is time to get it off of the floor of the garage. So I am going to be doing a completely off the dome freestyle build. So you guys stay tuned. Make sure you leave comments and questions below and give this video a thumbs up. So as you can see, I am using 2x4s for this build. And of course, this is part of the spare wood that was in my stockpile. So I decided to make my cart at least 6 feet long, and these 2x4s were 8 feet. So I'm cutting off the additional 2 feet, and that is going to be the width of this cart. So here I am just pre-cutting all of the wood pieces that I am needing for my build. And again, I'm making my cart 2 feet wide. So here I'm just pre-cutting all of the pieces of wood that I'm going to need with my miter saw. So because this build is one that I am making up as I go, as you guys can see behind me here, I am just kind of playing around and laying out the base of the cart. And what I decided to do was the pre-cut pieces that I made that were 2 feet long. I decided to go ahead and screw those on to the base 2x4s. And as you can see here, the screws that I'm using, they're construction screws. And you guys, really good rule of thumb, you definitely want to make sure your screws are long enough not to only go through the first piece of wood, but you also want to make sure a good portion of it enters the second piece as well. So that's what I'm doing here. I put 2 screws in on one side, and I am going to repeat that step for the others.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice. With time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help have this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk. You need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way.
So I did want my cart to be mobile. So as you can see, I am just installing these wheels. I did install 4 of them and I purchased them all at Lowe's. This install is actually really easy as well. I just use these screws here, which are super convenient because they don't require you to have a washer, since the screw head of itself is designed as one. So when installing these wheels, you just want to remember that they're spaced off well enough so that the screws attaching the wheels to the 2x4 don't interfere with the screws that have the 2x4s together. So now that I have all 4 wheels attached, I am now just going to build up the sides of my cart as to be big enough to hold the bigger pieces of plywood that I usually store. And I decided to clamp this 2x4 on to the side, and I am going to make the side of it at least 4 feet tall. And so I'm just repeating the step now on both sides of the cart. And I am also still using my 3-inch construction screws. I do love these screws and tend to use them on all of my frame projects because they give the most and best support. So now, as you can see, I have another piece of 2x4 that I am going to use to kind of reinforce the size of my cart. And as you can see, I'm going to angle it downward. And I have my little line marked there, and I am just going to use my table saw to cut that line and then attach this lumber to the side of my cart. Since the bottom of this 2x4 is at an angled cut, as you can see, I've used my clamp to hold it in place, and I am also using these same construction screws to go in at an angle as well, just to reinforce it. You guys, I just want to reinforce that I did do this build completely off the dome. So I consider this to be a freestyle build. I had no plans, and it absolutely is coming along so well. It only took me a little over 30 minutes to complete this build all together. All right, you guys, as you can see, my cart is all finished. It is not the prettiest, but I am definitely loving the purpose and functionality of it. I am just going to load all of my pieces of wood and extra lumber onto it, finally get it off the floor. Now that I have this portion of my garage complete, I am hoping to soon be looking into going ahead and putting a little bit of epoxy down on these floors. But again, you guys, as always, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like. Let me know if you have any questions below, and I will see you guys in the next one.